In this video, I will do multiple speed tests ranging from app launch speed to Wi-Fi speed test and see whether 2017 iPad Pro even have the guts to go head-to-head against the new M1 iPad Pro. Let the battle begin. Round 1. I will test how fast can both these iPad finish loading 13 different apps one after another, from apps that you use regularly to games we seldom play. Both these iPads are fighting for the ultimate glory, but the M1 chip is zipping ahead. It has already opened Lightroom, Zoom and the camera app. And finally, the second gen iPad Pro finished loading Lightroom. Here we see again the real power of M1 kicking in. 8-core GPU and 16-core neural engine. It's blowing away the 6-core A10X Fusion processor present in 2017 iPad Pro. According to Apple, the new M1 iPad Pro is 50% faster than 2020 iPad Pro model and a whopping 75 times faster CPU speed than the first gen iPad Pro. 2017 iPad Pro is just trying to push with every ounce of power it has, but the M1 iPad Pro is just too good. 2017 iPad is fighting harder and harder to finish this lap, and we can see the M1 iPad is just teasing it. Finally, M1 iPad Pro finished the first lap in 1 minute and 7 seconds. By the way, it has already begun the second lap of the test, in which both these iPads will reopen all the 13 apps one by one, and this is to test the performance in RAM in both of these devices. Finally, M1 iPad finished the first round at 1 minute 33 seconds. But what surprised me is that the 2017 iPad Pro was not far behind. With its 4GB RAM, which is much smaller than the newer M1 iPad, it had no problem in reopening all the apps one after another. By the way, 2017 iPad Pro finished the first lap in 1 minute 44 seconds and then finished the round at 2 minutes and 9 seconds, which is 36 seconds slower than M1 iPad Pro. Round 2, the benchmarks. In Anti-2 benchmarks, iPad Pro 2021 scored 600,000 more points than the 2017 iPad Pro. In Geekbench, M1 iPad Pro scored 800 more points in single core and 5,000 more points in multi-core than the 2017 iPad Pro. Round 3, video rendering test. By the way, if you haven't subscribed already, please do subscribe to my channel for more content like this and click the like button. Thanks for your support. Much appreciated. So in this test, I'll be exporting a 3-minute 50-second file which was shot in 4K on an iPhone to 1080p, and the results are here. M1 iPad Pro finished it in 43 seconds and the grandpa finished it in 48 seconds. Wow, who is old now, huh? Amazing. Round 4, booting speed. M1 iPad Pro took 16 seconds to boot and 2017 iPad Pro took 42 seconds. Round 5, Wi-Fi speed. Both these devices were connected to the same network and M1 iPad showed better performance overall compared to the 2017 iPad Pro. Now the final round, app launch speed. Both YouTube apps were launched at the same time on both of these iPad and it's a tie. Next, Lightroom. 1, 2, 3. The winner is M1 iPad. Let's go to the next app, Zoom. Winner is M1, but 2017 iPad was not far behind. Then let's go to the camera. Here, 2017 iPad Pro focused first, so it's the winner. Next, we need to open App Store. 2017 iPad was late. The winner is M1 iPad Pro. Let's open our favorite shopping app and it's a tie. Next, we have students' favorite app, not PUBG Mobile, but GoodNotes. By the way, it's a tie again. Let's open Google and launch a website. Here it's YouTube once again and the clear winner is M1 iPad Pro. Time to rewatch Loki again. Let's open Disney Plus, and here too the clear winner is M1 iPad Pro, followed by 2017 iPad, which took some time to open. For all the medical students out there, this is Human Anatomy Atlas, a must-have AR app, but the M1 just crushed it again. Let's play some games now. So here comes Asphalt Legends, and this app took the most out of both these iPads. But the clear winner once again was M1 iPad Pro. So what we learned from all these tests is that numbers lies, especially when it comes to tech products. New M1 iPad Pro should have beaten the brakes out of the 2017 iPad Pro, but the 2017 grandpa showed up, gave a good fight. Of course, it was not the fastest and neither it was supposed to be, but it was not that slow either. By the way, this test also shows that you don't need to upgrade your Apple products every year or two. For regular use, this 2017 iPad can still perform, but when it comes to intensive apps like 3D games or AR apps, M1 is still the undisputed king. One more thing, if you're planning on buying 11-inch iPad Pro, well, don't. Click here right now to know the reason why, and I will see you there.